Hi there. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to go through a nice little yoga flow. A lot of opening up the front of the body, help to get the breath into the front of the heart, into the front of the chest. So I hope that that works well for you today. As always, it's quite nice to have a brick or a block or something around. I find them quite handy just to make the floor come closer to you when you need. Otherwise, we're going to start sitting. So let yourself land in a comfortable place where your back can be somewhere near tall and straight. And you can let your eyes close down. And allow yourself to just take a moment to bring your attention inwards. So just noticing how you're feeling today. Notice where the breath moves. Notice what sensations you're aware of across the whole of the body. And as you bring your attention back into the breath, we're going to start to find an even rhythm for the breath. So we're breathing into the bottom of the lungs, let the belly expand. And then exhaling comfortably with control. And then breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out 4, 3, 2. Longer on the exhale. Breathing in 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more time. Breathing in 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing out 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And letting your breath come to a natural rhythm. As your breath comes to a natural rhythm, you might shift or circle the shoulders, you might move through the neck, so just get a sense of how the body's feeling, how the neck and shoulders are feeling. And then we're going to come straight onto our hands and knees. So bring your hands down, first finger pointing forwards, rest of the fingers spread wide. As you find your hands and knees, tabletop position, a couple of arch and flatten, cat-cows here, inhaling to arch the back. And then exhale, tuck the tailbone under as you curl through the spine. So just moving gently through the spine here, getting a little bit of mobility. Broadly moving through the shoulders and through the lower back. And then coming to a neutral spine. As you come to a neutral spine, I'm going to walk the hands. If you imagine you've got a clock face on the mat in front of you, you're going to walk your hands over to 1 or 2 o'clock. And then with the hands there, starting to arch and curl through your cat-cow. So just curling through, arching, inhaling to arch, exhale to tuck and curl. And then walking the hands a little further towards 2 or 3. And again, just finding a little cat-cows here, just noticing how it feels. Hips sort of in a square position, but the rest of the spine curving around. And then walking it back through center. And on that clock, bringing the hands over sort of 10 or 11. And then arching again through the spine. So finding that movement through the spine, through the torso. Just get a sense of how it feels in this direction. And then bringing the hands again a little further around towards 9 or 10. And arching and curling through the spine here with your breath. Inhale the arch, exhale to tuck and curl. And then as you're ready, coming back through to a neutral point. As we come to a neutral point, we're going to find some scapular shrugs. So we're keeping the torso neutral this time. Try and keep the spine neutral. And then squeeze the shoulder blades back behind you and then spread the shoulders off the side of the back. So we're squeezing the scapula towards each other and then spreading the back of the shoulders. So the thoracic spine might get involved a little bit here. Try not to let the shoulders shrug towards the ears. So finding a couple more of these. Again, being sure that you're not allowing the back to arch, the lower ribs to move. Good. And then from there, just coming off of the wrists and getting a bit of movement into the wrists. So as you go through your practice today, as always, do what feels comfortable and useful for you. So make sure that you're resting when you need to rest, that you're changing poses so that they feel okay for you as you need to. As always, any queries, you just drop me a line, get in touch. Okay. So we're going to come into our downward facing dog. So planting the hands down, lifting the sit bones high, walking through the legs, just get a bit of movement, a bit of mobility through those legs. Feel the back of the ankles, the back of the calves, the back of the knees, the back of the hamstrings. Good. And then from there, we're going to walk the feet forward. So just gently patting those feet towards the front of the mat. Feet might land together or apart, either way, but just let your head hang down. Let your head just nod down, shoulders relaxed, a little nod, a little shake of the head. Let the knees be soft, don't straighten into the legs so that you're hanging off the hamstrings here. Let the knees be soft, let the body hang down. And then we're going to tuck and curl up, so dropping the tailbone down, so you've got a tail that's trying to pull down. And then you might walk the hands up to the legs, just to stabilise through the spine, just to give yourself some support as you come upright. Roll the shoulders out at the top. And then from here, we're going to find our Tadasana at the top of the mat to find some sun salutations. So bringing the big toes together, heels slightly apart, bit of space between the feet if you need. Ground down into the feet, base of the big toes, base of the little toes connecting down, then shift the weight very gently backwards. With your arms reaching down by the sides, fingertips grow to the floor. Open through the front of the shoulders without squeezing into the back of the shoulders. Take a breath in here. And then as you exhale, shift the weight slightly back. Notice that engage through the inner thighs. And then bring the hands over the head. Inhale, lifting the gaze upwards. And then folding down as you exhale, hinging at the hips, soften the knees. Halfway lift here. Inhale, lengthen arms back and left. And then step your left foot back as you exhale, planting the hands down. From there, take the right foot back to join. Inhale, nice strong plank here. And then exhale halfway down, keep the chest moving forwards, elbows in, then drop the knees, the hips, the belly. Inhale, lift the head and shoulders. And then exhaling through to your downward facing dog. Just a couple of breaths in your down dog. So finding yourself stable, broadening into your base. Conscious of your breaths. And again, as always, resting if you need. The next time you exhale, you're softening the knees. From there, step, walk or jump to the front of the mat, inhaling a halfway lift at the front. And then folding over the legs as you exhale. From there, coming up to stand. Inhale, hands come high up over the head. And then thumbs to the chest as you exhale. And we'll lift up again. Inhale, bring the hands high over the head, lift the gaze. Fold it forwards, exhale, hands to the mat, soften the knees. Halfway lift here, inhale, lengthen out arms, back legs, draw the tummy in. And then right foot back as you exhale, plant the hands down. From there, left foot back to join, inhale, nice strong plank here. And then exhale, halfway down. So into your baby cobra or your upward dog if you rather, inhaling, shoulders back. And then from there, exhaling, find your downward facing dog. And again, just taking a few breaths in your down dog. Resting if you need. Noticing the rhythm of your breath. And next time you exhale, let the knees soften. From there, step, walk or jump forwards, inhaling at the front as you lengthen. Folding over the legs as you exhale. Coming up to stand. Inhale, bring the hands high up over the head. And then thumbs down to the chest as you exhale. And then come into your chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms. We're just going to pause in our chair pose for a moment today. So as you pause in your chair pose, feel like you're sitting the weight a little further back. Soften the shoulders down.
Check in with a neutral spine, so make sure you're not arching. Also make sure you're not really tucking. So finding your version of a neutral spine here. Keep the breath steady. Try not to drop your head and your gaze down. So keep the gaze lifted above eye level. Good. As you're ready here, you're taking an inhale. And then we're going to fold down as we exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, shift the weight forwards. And then find your chaturanga, so step or jump back as you exhale. Into your up dog or your cobra as you inhale here. And then find your downward facing dog. As you exhale, we're going to take the right leg in the air. So inhale that right leg up towards the ceiling. And then bring the right knee to the nose as you exhale. Put the foot down, put the back knee down. Inhale, lift the hands high. Squeeze that left glute. Keep moving. Exhale, hands down. Tuck the back toes. Three-legged dog. Inhale, reach that foot high. Same thing again, knee to nose as you exhale, shifting the weight forwards. Step it forwards, back knee down. Inhale, lift the hands high as you squeeze the left glute. Exhale, hands down, tuck the back toes. 2 more times. Inhale, your three-legged dog. Knee to nose as you exhale, option to have the back knee down or not. Inhale, lifting the hands high. And then exhaling, bringing those hands down, back into your three-legged dog. Inhale, lifting that right leg high. Knee to nose as you exhale. Step it forwards, inhale into your high lunge. Knee on the floor again if you like. And this time as we exhale, we're all going to bring that knee down. So place the back knee down, left hand down. Circles with the right arm. Just moving it around. Good. It's a lovely way to just find a bit of space in that right shoulder here. So just circle where's comfortable for you. So finding a twist, let your gaze follow the hand if you can. So you're just encouraging a very broad movement. Try not to shrug into your left shoulder here. So keep this left upper arm outwardly rotated. So you've got your stability in that left shoulder. Good. And then from here, we're going to bend a little further forwards and we're going to bend our left knee. So be gentle, you might want to cushion your back knee. You also might want to bring a little bit of height underneath that left hand or use your front thigh for your left hand. And we're reaching the right hand back, aiming to catch that right foot. So prop yourself as you need, pop a cushion under the knee if you need. Make the floor closer to you if you need. Gently, gently, just stretching into the front of that left thigh, lengthening through the front of that left thigh. Good. Couple more breaths here, seeing if you can soften through. Again, be gentle, no discomfort in that knee, so do what feels useful. And then from there, taking that foot back behind you, planting that back heel down, we're going to come to a warrior two. So keeping that front knee pointing forwards as you reach into a nice broad long warrior two. Fingertips forwards and back, shoulders aiming to be right on top of the hips. Gaze forwards. And then with the breath here, turn the right palm up. Inhale, lift into your reverse warrior. And then exhale, forearm to thigh, left hand over the head. Keep moving with the breath. Inhale, left hand towards left shin. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh. Good, keep going. Move in time with your own breath, so feel free to slow it down or move in your own rhythm. Exhaling forwards, chin towards that left shoulder. As you bring the right hand high, take the chin towards the right shoulder. Keep the shoulders down low. Good. And then as you're ready, we're going to bring it back into our warrior two. As you find your danurasana two, we're then going to bring the hands all the way down. And we're going to step it back to a plank. Nice strong plank here. As you find your plank, we're going to find those scapular shrugs that we did earlier. So we're squeezing the shoulders back behind and then spreading out the back of the body. Squeeze the shoulders back and then push to spread out. Option to do this with the knees down if you like, but if you bring the knees down, keep the bottom squeezing, keep the front body scooping in so you're really stable through the torso and just moving those shoulder blades. Good. And then as you're ready, pushing back up to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. And then bend the knees as you exhale. And then step or jump forwards, inhaling a little halfway lift at the front. Folding down as you exhale, let the head drop in. And find your chair pose here. Inhale, reaching the arms up either side of the ears. Good. Pausing here again for a few breaths. So as we pause here, if the shoulders have had enough, if the arms are getting tired, feel free to bring the hands onto the hips. Keep getting the sense of the weight sort of lengthening out. Sit bones moving further back without sticking the bottom back. Keeping that neutral spine, breath steady. Good. One more breath here. We're inhaling and then folding down. Exhale, hands to the mat, drop the head in. Halfway lift, inhale, shifting the weight forwards. And then step or jump back, find your chaturanga as you exhale. Good, inhaling your up dog or your cobra, shoulders back and down. And then find your downward facing dog as you exhale. Left leg in the air. Inhale, lift that left leg high. And then knee to nose as you exhale. Step it forwards, back knee down. Inhale, lift the hands high, squeeze the right glute. And then exhale, hands down. Tuck the back toes, three-legged dog. Inhale to lift that left leg high. Knee to nose as you exhale. Shift it forwards, back knee down. Inhale, lift the hands high, squeeze the right glute. And then hands down as you exhale, tuck the back toes. Two more times. Inhale, lift that left leg high. Good. Knee to nose as you exhale, step it forwards. Back knee on the floor if you like. Inhale, lift the hands high. From the exhale, hands down to your three-legged dog as you inhale, reach that left leg high. Knee to nose as you exhale. Again, step it forwards. Knee on the floor if you like. Inhale, lifting the hands high. Good. And then as we exhale, we're all going to bring that back knee down. So as you place that back knee down, we're going to circle the left arm. So right hand comfortable, left arm just finding nice big circles. And again, as you're circling, try not to dump into this right shoulder. So you want this right shoulder, external rotation in that upper arm. Keep some space. Follow the hand with the gaze if you can. So really moving into the space available on that left side. Good. That's it. And then from there, we're going to keep the hand back as we move forwards. So we're going to bend through that right knee and catch the right hand with the left hand if we can. So again, you might want to cushion your right knee slightly if it needs it. You might want to bring the floor a bit closer to you or use your thigh. So be gentle, keep your balance here as well. As you gently lean that right hip down, dropping that right hip down. Opening up the front of the right thigh. Good. Couple more breaths here. Just maybe getting a sense of whether this side feels different to the other side. Good. And then from there, we're placing that foot down, straightening the back leg. We're planting the right foot and lifting into our warrior two. So keeping that left knee pointing forwards as you reach out into your warrior two. As you find your warrior two, again, just get that space where the ribs land right up on top of the hips. Arms reach forwards and back. And we're going to work with the breath. Turn the front palm up. Inhale, lift that left hand high. And then exhale, leaning forwards, right arm over the head. Reaching up. Inhale, lifting that left hand. And then folding forwards, exhale, forearm to thigh, chin towards right shoulder. So again, keep moving with your breath. Feel free to slow this down as you need, or go in your own rhythm. Keeping the breath active with the movement. Paramount, essential element of our yoga practice. Keeping that breath even. Good. And then as you're ready, coming to your warrior two. So as you find your warrior two, from here, we're going to windmill those hands all the way down. Good. And then from there, stepping back to our plank. So as you find your plank again, your shoulder shrugs here, your scapular shrugs, sorry. So make sure the shoulders don't shrug up to the ears. If you need, you can have your knees on the floor. Keep the glutes engaged. Keep the torso strong and stable. Good. 1 or 2 more. Keep that neck long. Good. And then from here, we're going to come all the way down onto our front. So come down onto your belly. Let your hands come under your head. Maybe just a little rock, just to relax those hips and the thighs. Feel the ankles relax, feel the thighs relax. Good. And then from here, just coming into your Sphinx. Favourite position, elbows under shoulders, palms of the hands down. Just gently drawing the navel up away from the floor as you squeeze the glutes. Lift the chest forwards, shoulder blades back behind you. Soft through the sides of the neck. Good, no niggles in the lower back here. So glutes engaged, lower back lengthening, shoulder blades squeezing back behind. Good. And then gently just bring it down. So let the hands come down, let the head come down. And just take a couple of breaths here. Just notice energy levels, always bringing your attention back to your own intentions. Make sure you're being true to what feels useful for you as we go through our practice. So from here, we're going to bend the right knee, have the right toes point to the ceiling. We're going to reach back with the right hand and then draw the right foot towards the right glute. So very gently, just pressing that foot down, press the right hip bone down into the floor. You might squeeze the right glute, let that right knee lift a little, just lengthening through the front of that right thigh as you draw the right foot in. Good, and then from there we're going to walk the hand a bit further down. So the hand comes onto the outside of the ankle and then flex the foot. If you can't reach, feel free to grab a strap or a piece of cloth or something that you can catch and hold the foot in. Or if you're wearing trousers, you can hold on to the trousers. And then from here, as you hold on to that ankle, we're pressing the ankle into the hand. So you're pushing that ankle away in order to lift that right thigh off the floor. Keep the right hip pressing down. Option to keep the left hand and arm and leg grounding you, or option to reach that left hand and arm and leg off. We're holding here for 3. Try not to let your right knee pop out to the right side. For 2. Keep the breath steady here. For 1. Good. And then gently lower everything down. Bring the hands down, bring the legs down. Maybe a little wiggle in the hips. Good. And staying stable. And then we're going to switch sides. So to switch sides, we're bending that left knee. Again, make sure that left knee doesn't pop out to the left side as we do this. So you're reaching hold for the foot and then drawing the foot towards the bottom. And let your head rest comfortably here. But draw that left hip bone down towards the mat. If you're driving the left hip bone down, squeeze the left glutes if you like. Maybe the left knee comes off a little if there's a lot of space. Maybe not. But just getting a sense of lengthening through the front of that left quad. Good. A couple more breaths like this. And then walking the hand down. So if you can, again, aiming for the ankle and flexing the foot. If you need strap or support or belt or whatever, then do that. And then we're pressing the ankle away in order to lift that left thigh if we can. Try not to let it lift out to the side. Again, your right arm and leg might be grounding you, or you might reach them out and lengthen, extending through the arm and leg. Steady here for 3, lifting through the chest, squeeze those glutes. For 2, pressing that ankle away from you to lift the knee for 1. Good, and then gently lower it down. Again, let the head rest onto the hands, little wiggle of the hips. And then gently bring your hands beside you. We're going to lift up and come to a wide knee child's pose. So toes together, knees apart. Reaching the arms down in front, lengthening through the body. Just taking little kind of wiggles side to side with the ribs. And gently drawing those sit bones back behind you, almost like you're trying to press into the mat to drop the tailbone down, rounding through the spine. And then from here, just a very sort of squishy little twist. So we're bringing the left arm underneath the right. Right fingertips over the head, right hand might walk a little to the left. Reaching the left hand out. Good. Breathing into the restricted space here. And then we're going to swap sides. So gently let those arms come out in front. Right arm underneath as you reach into the twist. Right hand reaches away to the left side. Again, the left fingers might walk over to the right a little as you twist. Keep the bottom back towards the heels. Breathing into the space that's available. Good. And then bringing it back through centre. So as you come back through centre, plant the hands down. Find your downward facing dog. Maybe a little wiggle in your down dog if you need it. Broaden out through those shoulders, lengthen the sides of the neck. Sit bones lifting high. Remember, always softness in the knees is absolutely fine. And then from here, inhale, lift the heels, and then exhale, bend the knees, jump or step forwards, inhaling to find your halfway lift, and then folding down as you exhale. Coming all the way up, inhale, hands high over the head, and then bring the hands down to the hips as you exhale. We're going to find a bit of a balance. So you're going to bring your weight into your left foot, and we're going to take the right foot behind. So bringing the right foot towards your bottom, catching your right foot with your right hand. And then from here, aiming to lift up nice and tall. Keep lifting out of that left leg. So draw the left kneecap up. And then maybe bringing the hand onto the inside of the foot. If not, maybe walking the hand towards the ankle, flexing the foot. Okay? And then from here, we're taking that foot back behind. So as we reach the foot behind, we're pushing the foot into the hand, just like we did when we were lying down in our danurasana. So we're keeping the front body lifted. Try not to open the body to the side. So keeping the hips square to the front, keep the body lifted, and then bring that left hand up beside the left ear. So that really encourages the left side of the body to be lifting upwards and out. Drawing that foot back behind you, squeezing it back. Good. Wherever you're at is absolutely fine. So if you're working here, that's absolutely fine. Just pushing that foot backwards, squeezing into the back body. Keep the chest lifted. Good. If you wobble out, wobble gently back in. Keep breathing. And then gently, gently bring it all down. As you bring it all down, just give everything a bit of a shake out. Good. And then we'll find the other side. So you're planting into the right foot, and we're going to bring the left foot behind, catching that left foot with the hand. So again, as you ground down, lifting that right kneecap, bringing that right hip inwards as you stabilize, and then holding the foot where it's comfortable for you to hold the foot, and start to drive that ankle backwards. So as you're moving that left ankle, that left foot backwards, we're going to lift this arm. So we're encouraging the right side of the body to stay lifted and tall rather than twisting and opening. Okay, so as you're finding this here, again, try not to dip the body forwards. We're resisting that urge to lean forwards. The lean forwards might happen as a result of that leg lifting, but keep a sense of lifting. Keep the body squaring up in front of you. Breathing into the front of the chest. Nearly there. Good. Lengthening through the body, through that base leg, and then gently bring it down. As you bring it down again, just give everything a good shake out. Good. And then from there, we're going to come straight down. So gently bring yourself down. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together, the knees out to the side, and just gently folding forwards. As you fold forwards, just give your feet a little bit of a massage. So use your thumbs, just press into the soles of the feet. They deserve some love. They always deserve some love. That's it. And as you lean forward, your elbows might just encourage the knees out to the side. So just getting a bit of a forward fold. Good. And then from there, we're going to bring the knees in, and with the knees close in, hands on the back of the thighs, coming into a little Navasana. So lengthening through the spine, sitting up nice and tall, lift your toes off the floor. Maybe the toes come as high as the knees, maybe not, maybe the arms reach out in front. And just holding it here for 3, go down for 2, and for 1, And gently bring it down. Place the feet down, hug the knees. So just wrapping your arms down, rounding through the back, letting the chin drop in. Try and keep a sense of lift and length rather than dropping and slumping too far. And then we're going to do one more little Navasana. So as we come into this Navasana, we're going to again lift ourselves up nice and tall, dip your toes onto the floor, and then from there bringing the feet maybe as high as the knees, arms out in front, and then from here you're going to draw the navel back towards the spine and reach your feet forwards, leaning slightly back, hugging the belly in as though you're trying to curl the lower back towards the floor, reaching the legs, and then we're going to bring ourselves back up. Knees towards chest, chest to knees, navel to spine. And again, reaching it out, curling through the spine, really hugging the belly in, lower ribs in, and then bringing it back up. Reaching the knees to the chest, chest to the knees, navel to spine. One more, reaching it out. Good, slowly with control, tucking that tailbone, get that lower back, moving down towards the floor, hug the belly in. Good, and then bringing it back in. Slow with control, lift it high, and then place the feet down. Good job. Hands around, wrapping the head in. Again, just get a sense of lift as you fold forwards. Good. And then from there, bring yourself onto your back. So as you come onto your back, we're going to bring the feet flat down, and then bring your right knee into your chest. So you're just squeezing that right knee in, maybe a little rock side to side with that right knee. As you rock side to side, so maybe a little massage in the lower back as you rock, and also a little massage in that right hip. Good. And then from there we're going to bring the outside of this right ankle onto the front of the left thigh, and you're going to lift that left foot off the floor. So we're getting this little fore stretch. Bring your hands, your right hand sort of through the donut hole so you can hold onto the back of that left thigh. Keep the right ankle flexed as you very gently just draw the left knee towards your left shoulder. Just breathing here, drawing it in. You might very gently encourage that right knee away. You might just keep holding onto the leg with both hands. Good. And then we're going to come into a twist from here. So as we come into a twist from here, keep ankle and thigh connected here, and keep the legs close to the body, so you don't want to take the feet down to twist. We want to keep the legs close to the body as we drop over to that left side. As you come over to the left side, let the right arm come out to the right, and then just holding on to the knee or the foot, wherever's comfortable. Try and keep this right shoulder down, really spread the back of the shoulders down, breathing into the right side, letting yourself soften here. Conscious of the breath. And then as you're ready, come back through centre. As you come through centre, let the foot release the connection to the leg. And then as you come back onto your back, you're going to let that right foot come down and let the left knee come in. And with the left knee in, again, we're just taking a little rock side to side. So as we rock side to side, again, just allowing that little sort of massage in the lower back or the middle back, depending on where the weight is and where the roundness is. Maybe a little bit of a massage into that left hip. Good. And then we're going to come towards our little fore stretch. So we're going to bring the outside of the left ankle to the front of that right knee. So you're letting that left knee come out to the left side. Keep this left ankle flexed as you reach through. Hold the back of that right thigh and bring the right knee towards the right shoulder. And gently, gently easing yourself into a little bit of a stretch here. So as we're easing that right knee towards the right shoulder, again, you might find that you want to just gently ease the left knee away from you, or you might want to keep hold of the leg with both hands and just let yourself settle here. And from here, we're going to come into our twist. So again, as you come into a twist, keep ankle and thigh connected. Keep the legs close to you as you bring them over. You can guide them over with that right hand. And then let your left hand come out to the left side. Again, you might hold the knee here, foot, you might press the knee away. Just doing what feels useful on this side to just breathe into the left side of the body. And maybe your gaze is going over towards that left hand. And you spread the back into the ground. And just taking some deep, relaxing breaths in this twist. And then as you're ready, come back to center. So we're allowing this foot and leg to lose connection as you come back to center. Bring both knees in, and this time circle the knees around. So knees come wide and away from you. Let them back into circling them gently around. And then circle in the other direction. Nice and easy. Good. And then from there, letting the legs come down, just reaching the feet towards the front of the mat, the arms over the head. Reaching and lengthening. And then we're going to land for our Shavasana, for our final resting pose. So you might choose to find something over your eyes, a blanket over your tummy, just relaxing music, or just allowing yourself to land as you are. And letting the whole body just soften back. And surrender to the ground and surrender to gravity. And as you land, feel your feet and your ankles completely relax. Feel your calves and your knees completely relaxed. Feel your thighs and your hips relaxed. Feel your belly and your chest moving easily with your breath. Feel your hands and your arms relax. And feel your shoulders and your neck relax. Feel the jaws, the cheeks, and the base of the tongue relax. Eyebrows and forehead relax. Eyes softening back into the eye sockets. And the space at the back of the eyes. Relax. attention to your breath. Allowing your breath to move a little deeper, a little broader. Maybe wiggling the fingers and the toes. Maybe moving the face, letting the head drop side to side. Maybe shrugging the shoulders or stretching through the arms and the legs. Doing what feels useful to just bring a little bit of energy into the body, bring a bit of movement. Maybe bending the knees and letting your knees come into the chest and taking a little rock side to side on your back. And then as you're ready, easing yourself over onto your right side, keeping your eyes closed or letting your eyes come to a soft focus as you bring yourself very gently up to a comfortable seat. And as you come upright, let the palms of the hands come together, let the thumbs point inward toward the chest, and take a moment to notice. Notice the sensations that you are aware of. And notice where you can place gratitude. And I thank you kindly. Namaste.